Hi, I'm Benny Nodia. You know, as men, our sexuality is a big part of who we are. And the way that you relate to your body and how you experience sex has a massive impact on your general sense of well-being. But where do you go when things aren't working that well in the bedroom? Because it's such a sensitive issue, a lot of men just pretend the issue doesn't exist, or they hope that somehow miraculously it'll disappear all by itself, which rarely happens. And that's why I created the Passion Project for Men. If you go to ThePassionProjectforMen.com, you'll find a lot of information and a lot of free resources on it. I created a 17-chapter foundation course, which is specifically designed to help you get in better relationship and feel better about your body, your sexuality, and ultimately yourself. Now, each of these 17 chapters come with web content, downloadable as PDF file. It comes also as a downloadable MP3 if you prefer the audio version. And each and every chapter comes with a tapping video clip and tapping download MP3. And that's what you're about to see. Now, every chapter, the tapping routine is designed to help you work through the specific topic of that chapter. So watch the tapping clip, but before you do, it's really important you understand that this tapping, as simple and as silly as it looks, it has the power to transform your life beyond your wildest dreams. So only do the tapping if you really want life to be better. So this is the third tapping round for chapter 1, and we're going to do some temporal tapping. So take 2 or 3 fingers from your left hand, start in front of your left ear, and start tapping all the way back to your neckline. And say after me as you tap, I no longer need to be so hard on myself. And we start again in front of the ear, I no longer need to be so hard on myself. And a third time, I no longer need to be so hard on myself. Now say after me again, you no longer need to be so hard on yourself. Starting tapping around the ear, you no longer need to be so hard on yourself. And one last time, you no longer need to be so hard on yourself. Now we do the same tapping on the left hand side. He no longer needs to be so hard on himself. He no longer needs to be so hard on himself. He no longer needs to be so hard on himself. And then take your first name, and whenever I say Benny, you substitute that in your mind for your own name. Benny no longer needs to be so hard on himself. Benny no longer needs to be so hard on himself. And Benny no longer needs to be so hard on himself. Okay, very good. So that completes the left side tapping of temporal tapping. Now we go to the right side. So again, you take 2 or 3 fingers, start in front of the ear and tap all the way around the ear and say this with me. It's okay for me to love and accept myself. It's okay for me to love and accept myself. It's okay for me to love and accept myself. It's okay for you to love and accept yourself. It's okay for you to love and accept yourself. It's okay for you to love and accept yourself. It's okay for him to love and accept himself. It's okay for him to love and accept himself. It's okay for him to love and accept himself. And then again, using your first name and substituting that for when I say Benny. It's okay for Benny to love and accept himself. It's okay for Benny to love and accept himself. It's okay for Benny to love and accept himself. Now take a deep breath in through the nose and blow it out through the mouth. So that concludes the tapping for chapter 1. What I strongly suggest you do is that you repeat the first 2 tapping exercises and that you do the temporal tapping as many times through the day as you wish. Remember, you can do this walking, sitting on the toilet, walking somewhere else, walking somewhere else, walking somewhere else. You can do the tapping in any place and any time. And here's the thing, the more you actually do it, the quicker it'll help you. So I'll see you back in chapter 2. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tapping clip, and remember, this is just one of the 9 free tapping clips that comprise the first 3 chapters of the foundation course. So if you haven't yet, why don't you visit www.ThePassionProjectforMen.com and sign up for the first free 3 chapters of the foundation course. It could just change your life.